This is Top 30. Coming up, YouTube is cracking down on challenges and pranks. The Warriors just broke a huge NBA record. And soon you may not be able to visit some of the most beautiful places in the world. Hi there and welcome to the show. I'm Kristin Smith and here are 30 things you need to know right now. Kellogg's has issued a massive recall of their RX bars because some of them may contain peanuts. The company said in a press release, people who have peanut allergies run the risk of serious or life-threatening allergic reaction if they consume the product. All 15 flavors of the popular protein bars are affected and have Best Buy dates from January 14th, 2019 to October 19th, 2019. And the Golden State Warriors set an NBA record on Tuesday in their game against the Denver Nuggets, scoring 51 points in the first quarter. The Warriors went on to win 142-111, breaking the Nuggets' 12-game home winning streak. And Paris Jackson has reportedly checked herself into a treatment center for her emotional health. Since attempting to take her own life in 2013, Jackson has been vigilant in taking care of herself. Following a busy year of work, a source said Paris decided that she needed to take some time off to reboot, realign, and prioritize her physical and emotional health. We wish her the best. And finally, New York City could see up to a foot of snow this weekend as a large storm system makes its way east. According to the National Weather Service, some rain is also expected, which could bring a messy mix of precipitation to the northeast region. A good excuse to stay in this weekend watching Netflix. And hey, speaking of Netflix, let's go to the New York Stock Exchange for our Fox Business Minute with Jerry Willis. Jerry, binge watching just got more expensive.
That's right, Kristin. You'll soon be paying more for your Netflix subscription. The company announcing it will raise the price of its most popular plan from $11 to $13 a month. Its $14 plan will go up to $16, and its cheapest plan will now be $9 a month versus $8 previously. The hikes will help Netflix cover the cost of their original content and quite a hefty debt load. YouTube cracking down on dangerous challenges and pranks, banning those that present a risk of serious injury or death. Last week, a 17-year-old driver in Utah got into a car crash while attempting the Bird Box Challenge, blindfolding themselves while driving on the road. And last year, the Drake-inspired In My Feelings Challenge led to hundreds of people hopping out of their moving cars and dancing alongside them. Other pranks being banned are ones that make victims feel they are in danger or cause emotional distress to children. And Walmart has announced it's leaving the CVS Caremark network following a disagreement over higher reimbursement rates. This means if you get CVS drug benefits through your employer, you'll no longer be able to get prescription drugs at Walmart.
So how long do customers have to find another pharmacy?
CVS Health has invited Walmart to stay in its network through April 30th.
Good to know. Thanks, Jerry. Time now for the New York Minute with Rosanna Scotto from Fox 5 New York. Rosanna, New York may follow in Amsterdam's footsteps, but not in the way many may think.
Right. The reefer may come in a little bit, but right now we're talking about bikes.
Okay.
More than 800,000 New Yorkers bike regularly. Now, following Amsterdam's lead, activists have launched a petition asking our mayor, de Blasio, to appoint a bike mayor to represent the needs of cyclists in the 5 boroughs. The group, the Transportation Alternative, says now's the time for the appointment. The Protected Bike Lane Network and City Bike Program are both growing, and 2 cyclists have already been killed in 2019. And less than a year after the city appointed its first nightlife mayor, yes, we have a nightlife mayor here, activists hope a bike mayor can make the roads safer for everyone. If approved, New York would become the first major U.S. city with a bike mayor. Right now, only the small town of Keene, New Hampshire, with 23,000 residents, has one. I'm not really sure we need one, Kristin.
Well, you guys are trendsetters, so you never know. This may be one of those trends. And just to keep it moving, Rosanna, on Tuesday, the 10th anniversary of Sully's miracle landing, something else ended up in the Hudson.
Yeah, it was planned. Part of the old Tappan Bridge. Lots of people went to see it in person. I watched it on TV. Some were chanting, "Blow it up." The eastern anchor of the iconic 63-year-old bridge was demolished in a controlled explosion, falling right into the Hudson River. Tappan Zee was originally set to be taken apart piece by piece, but it was deemed structurally unsound, so workers resorted to explosive. They needed to do it right away. The historic bridge, which linked Westchester and Rockland, closed in 2017. It has since been replaced by a brand new bridge. It is called the Governor Mario M. Cuomo Bridge. Many people are calling it the new Tappan Zee Bridge. In a New York Minute.
All right, Rosanna, good stuff. Thank you so much. Now let's go to Danielle Knox from Fox 35 Orlando. She has what you need to know today. So Danielle, this is no surprise, but I hear women think 24 hours in a day is just not enough.
Hi, Kristin. Well, how many times have we women said there simply are not enough hours in the day to get everything done? It turns out we're not wrong. In fact, in a new survey, women said they need an extra 82 minutes in the day in order to live life without feeling overwhelmed. Half said they'd use extra time to sleep. 22% said they'd take up a new hobby, and 10% actually said that they'd be willing to give up their significant other in order to have a bit of extra time in their day. It's my year, said 6 in 10 Americans who vowed to get in shape in 2019. But when reality sets in, only 2 in 5 of us end up saying that we're too old to work out, with 41 officially being the age most Americans say they feel too old to get their exercise on. But the survey conducted by one poll says Americans' other excuses are just as bad. Listen to this. They include not having time, being too tired, and staying at work too late. But get this, 28% also said they missed the gym because the weather's too bad or the weather's too good. And 15% said they'd rather watch Netflix. Well, for the first time, the American Psychological Association has issued a warning against what's called toxic masculinity, saying it can limit psychological development, decision-making, and result in gender role conflict. The organization says it could also cause men to suppress emotions because, well, they feel it may make them feel less masculine. And here's a really big one in all of this. It could actually prevent them from asking for help when they really need it. The group recommends focusing on more positive traits like leadership and courage instead. And that's what you need to know. And that's what I try to teach my boys, Kristin. I don't know about you, but I think it's so important, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. It's an important conversation we need to have with our sons. Danielle, thank you. And also jumping into the conversation about toxic masculinity is shaving company Gillette. The company recently released a nearly 2-minute ad on social media titled "We Believe." The ad doesn't focus on shaving or personal grooming. Instead, it confronts hot-button issues like toxic masculinity and the Me Too movement. After showing a string of clips of men bullying, fighting, and harassing women in the workplace, the ad says, "We believe in the best in men." It then challenges older men to be role models for the next generation and show them how to stand up to bad behavior.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
The company also launched a website called thebestmencanbe.org to further the discussion about toxic masculinity. The ad was immediately controversial. Some people loved it, while others accused it of pushing a liberal agenda. Some even called for a boycott of Gillette's products. Television host Piers Morgan tweeted that he's used Gillette products his entire adult life, but, quote, "This absurd virtue-signaling PC guff may drive him away from the company." Gillette is a giant in the shaving industry, but recently they faced competition from newcomers in the market like Dollar Shave Club and Harry's. Only time will tell if Gillette's new ad will help or hurt sales. And still ahead, if you're a woman traveling alone, we have some tips on how to stay safe. And Ford is introducing a new vehicle that many Americans may want to buy. Don't go anywhere. Top 30 will be right back. Welcome back. Can an avocado a day keep the doctor away? Maybe not, but they are packed with nutrition and they can even help lower cholesterol. So we brought back our friend Hollywood chef Paul to teach us how to incorporate more avocados into our life, which everyone needs to do.
Yes, we do. I made a New Year's resolution, which is eat more avocados.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm
got
going to
some.
do a belated resolution and join you with that.
Well, we'll start today.
Okay.
A few
Yes.
things. Well, first of all, I think avocado is like God's butter, right?
Right?
And you can swap it out for another condiment. So if you're making a sandwich, rather than mayonnaise, which adds a lot of fat and calories you don't need, put in some avocado. And then I'm a big smoothie guy in the morning, so rather than tossing out the pit is full of fiber and antioxidants, so put the pit into your smoothie and blend it up.
Wait, stop it.
Truth.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if I'm alone, but I feel like putting the pit in a smoothie would give it like a dirty taste.
No,
What's
it's
in there?
beautiful. It's God's butter.
What's in there?
There's fiber, antioxidants, and a lot of protein, actually.
Oh my gosh, okay, I love it.
Right?
Well, you learn something new every day.
You can sprout it into a tree as well.
You could plant it.
Yes.
Okay, what else?
Best for last. What about, have you ever done an avocado hair mask?
No, because I always think it's wasting the avocado and I want to eat it.
Well, you can grab chips and scoop it out here, maybe. No, avocados, olive oil, and lemon juice, blend it together and then comb through your hair, let it sit a half an hour. You will have the shiniest, most beautiful hair ever.
And I was complaining right before this segment that my hair was like super big today. So
Well, your hair looks great.
Thank you, but maybe I should do that. Great ideas. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, moving right along, the State Department created a new travel advisory system, assigning each country a safety level from 1 to 4. Now, whether it's due to environmental hazards in Antarctica or terrorism in Algeria, some 86 global destinations are currently classified as requiring increased caution or more. Of those, countries like Egypt, India, and Turkey frequently rank as dangerous spots for one type of traveler in particular, women. So as civil unrest, harassment, and assault remain prevalent, how can women stay safe on their solo travels? Experts recommend avoiding attention by dressing conservatively, cover shoulders and knees, and in locales like Egypt, where eye contact can be considered flirting, grab sunglasses, hail cabs in well-lit areas, but when possible, also opt for women-only transportation options, as in Delhi. Find rooms that open into indoor hallways, creating extra protection by bringing your own doorstop for reinforcement. Most importantly, as no place is 100% safe or unsafe, experts advise women follow their inner voice, trusting their instincts at every turn. Well, when it comes to picking that vacation spot, what's most important? According to a 2017 survey, for some 40% of millennials, the answer's the gram. As travelers see incredible hotspots online, this Instagram effect has drastically increased tourism to once untouched locales. Iceland, for one, has seen traffic increase tenfold since 1990, as travelers now hope for a selfie at the Blue Lagoon. Now facing the threat of over-tourism and its resulting environmental impact, some are fighting back to preserve their landmarks. Machu Picchu has limited the number of tickets sold per day to 5,000, holding guided visits to just 4 hours on the monument. Authorities have warned tourists on the Isle of Skye to avoid the rocky slopes if they don't already have accommodations booked. As Game of Thrones fans flock to Dubrovnik, Croatia to visit King's Landing, the city has capped the number of cruises that can dock per day. And Skellig Michael, Ireland, the site of Luke Skywalker's The Force Awakens retreat, has been known to close when nature demands it. A reminder that there are more important things than likes on social media. And time now for this week's Page 6 Fix. An Avenger pops the question, and a reality TV couple ties the knot. But first, All of Me singer John Legend went all in on his 40th birthday, and Carlos Greer has the details. Hi, Carlos.
Well, Kristin, first up, call him Legend, John Legend. Chrissy Teigen threw her husband an epic James Bond-themed birthday bash. Of course, besties Kim and Kanye were among the star-studded guest list. Another couple that has a lot to celebrate is Chris Pratt and Katherine Schwarzenegger. They are engaged after just 7 months of dating. Chris made the announcement on social media. And finally, Bachelor Ari is a bachelor no more. He married at a ceremony in Maui, Hawaii. And that's this week's Page 6 Fix. See you next time.
All right, thanks, Carlos. For the latest news and gossip, watch Page 6 TV. Check your local listings. And we have more Top 30 coming right up. Welcome back. Question, will your next car be gas or electric? At the Detroit Auto Show this week, Ford unveiled the first ever hybrid version of its popular Explorer SUV. Ford says it's planning hybrid or electric versions of all of its SUVs and even a hybrid pickup truck. It's part of a bigger shift for the company, which is also discontinuing all of its sedans. That's because buyers are going for SUVs and trucks instead. Those bigger vehicles represented about 72% of all new car sales last last year. Compare that to hybrids and electric vehicles, which made up just 2% of car purchases. So why are car companies making more vehicles with electric power? Since 2011, the U.S. government has increased requirements for gas mileage in new vehicles in an effort to reduce carbon emissions. It's why CO2 from cars and light trucks went down slightly last year, even though Americans drove more miles. Overall emissions went up from heavy trucks and planes. Car makers are also betting gas won't stay cheap forever. The national average for a gallon of regular is currently about $2.24. If prices go up, companies want to be able to offer drivers something bigger than current EVs, like the Chevy Bolt, Tesla Model 3, and Nissan Leaf. Nissan's director of EV sales said as more vehicles come up in the small and mid-size SUV body styles, it will bring in more people. That means next time you shop for a new car, the showroom might look very different. Okay, let's talk about the Super Bowl. Just shy of 3 weeks until Super Bowl 53, one of the halftime headliners is looking to use that platform to inspire change. Grammy-nominated rapper Travis Scott will be headlining the halftime show alongside the band Maroon 5 and Atlanta rapper Big Boy. But Scott told People magazine that he required one stipulation from the NFL before he accepted the offer. He would only perform if the NFL partnered with him in making a charitable donation to a social justice nonprofit. Scott, in partnership with the league, made a $500,000 donation to Dream Corps, who Scott says will inspire and promote change. Scott also told People magazine that it's in his power as an artist to inspire, and this donation is very important. The rapper faced backlash, especially from the Black community, for taking the gig, as fans and others asked the star to back out in support of former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick's protest against racial inequality. Many fans took to Twitter to express their disappointment in the rapper's decision, while others felt it would be monumental for his career. Now that it's a new year, a lot of us are looking for quick and healthy meals, which is why we have today's Top 30 steal, a GoWise USA air fryer at a special 58% discount. This 2.75 quart programmable air fryer can make a wide variety of dishes in 30 minutes or less, and it requires little to no oil. So now you can have your favorite foods without the extra calories. The rapid air circulation technology circulates hot air in all directions, ensuring fast and even cooking. It can even be used to revitalize leftovers that would normally get soggy. The GoWise USA air fryer retails for $140, but today you can buy it for just $59. That's a 58% discount. You can get this right now at morningsave.com while they last. Welcome back. I am so excited because we're now joined by Colgate University's oldest and only all-male acapella group, the Colgate 13. Guys, thanks for coming in. Wow, you look amazing. Jeremy, what brings you to town?
We're in Los Angeles as part of the last leg of a 2.5-week tour that we have annually. It's our January tour. Since January 3rd, we've been to Cleveland, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, where we did the national anthem at the Golden State Warriors game last Friday.
And they won, I understand, because you're their good luck charm.
Absolutely.
Nice, okay.
And now we're in Los Angeles, and we just couldn't be more excited to sing for you in the Top 30 team. So.
Well, we're happy to have you. I cannot carry a tune, so I'm going to get out of the way, and you guys take it away.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and snow is in the meadow. It's you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. Yes, I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow.
was great. And that's it for today's show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here's what's coming up on the next Top 30. We talked to a wellness expert about how knowing your personality type could be the secret to beating stress. Plus, there's a new way to pay off your student loans. And this month, you'll see the creepiest night sky we've had in a long time. You can also listen to today's biggest stories on the Top 30 podcast. It's all coming up on the next Top 30.